What's going on? Jerome's a raw real, well, not garage, but basement rant. And this Brian Flores Hellfire defense has completely changed the game for the 2023 Vikings. And of course, last year, Danishell playing off the receivers, not getting aggressive, not blitzing, not this, that, or the other thing. And we knew that the talent was there. And the Vikings defensive personnel was a lot better than the 431 yards and 31 points given up to Daniel freaking Jones and the Giants in the wild card game. And when Flores came in, our expectations were relatively high, but quasi realistic for a change. Whereas, like, hey, just get this defense middle of the table, get aggressive, get some sacks, and we can go from there. Because with Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson, the offense will be good to go. But now the script has flipped in a very odd season with all of the injuries, everything that's going on. Vikings losing these close games, literally give it away, give it away, give it away. Now this defense has turned into one of the best in the league, and frankly, over the last 3 games, the Vikings defense may be the best defense in the league. They've allowed 1 touchdown in the last 12 quarters of football, and they over the last 2 games against the Bears and the Raiders, they've averaged 6 points allowed. They allowed 0. They had the first shutout for a Vikings defense in multiple decades. And also, when you give up 12 points at home, you should probably win. Especially when you get 2 fourth quarter turnovers, but then maybe your offensive play calling ain't that great. But it does feel like the defense is cohesive and they're playing fun, fast, and free. And what Flores is doing is really revolutionary. And a lot has been written about the defense where, I mean, some OC, some quarterbacks, like they haven't seen these looks before, right? Because Flores is incorporating a lot of collegiate looks, a lot of 3 safety looks, and you don't know what is going to be coming because they're up near the line of scrimmage. You don't know if they're going to drop 8. You don't know if they're going to rush 3. You don't know if they're going to blitz 5, 6, 7. Right? It's always a guessing game, and you can tell that they're having a ton of fun on defense, and they know their assignments, and it's not overly complicated, and it's aggressive scheme, default aggressive, and they're getting after it. And you can tell that they're playing extremely good football. And also, what's amazing is that the offense over the last 2 games has been inert. Over the last 2 games, the offense has scored 13 points, which is not great. And also, the offense is going 3 and out. They're not sustaining drives. They're turning the ball over. Well, not yesterday, but against the Bears and the Broncos. So what's amazing is that the defense is accomplishing all of this with an offense that's not putting up points, that's not hanging on to the football, that's not draining the clock, and with turnovers, and also with all the 3 and outs and then punting, they're putting the defense on very short fields and in bad spots. So again, it's amazing what Flores and this defense has done, and he's basically turned Pro Bowlers turned Metellus and Cam Beasley into Pro Bowlers. Daniil Hunter's playing at all-pro level. Harrison Phillips is playing some of the best ball of his career. Jonathan Bullard has been great against the run. Jordan Hicks was playing at a Pro Bowl level before he got hurt. Ivan Pace Jr. is looking like a future superstar, and on the outside of Caleb Evans, when he's healthy, has been getting it done. Byron Murphy's been a little bit hot and cold, but more hot than cold, and this defense is fun. And guess what? This defense can match up with anyone. And I fully understand. It's like, hey, San Francisco, they're looking pretty good. The Vikings beat them. Hey, Dallas is looking unstoppable, man. I would love to see Brian Flores in the chess match against Mike McCarthy, a.k.a. the kid from Up, and just bring it. Or Dak is going to be MVP. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see when playoff times come around. So bring that ish on. Now, the problem is, it's like whack-a-mole. It's like the Vikings can never have a good defense and an offense at the same time. And firmly, if the Vikings had this defense under Flores last year, the Vikings win the Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson and Hockenson playing the way that they were. But now the question is, what's going to happen? Well, offensively, they got to freaking put up like 20 points a game. If you get to 21, 22 points a game, you're going to win. You're going to win a lot of ball games with the defense playing the way it is. And the fact that this defense is getting you the ball back, both in turnovers as well as forcing punts in a relatively good field position, and you can't cash in, it's inexcusable. But now, I mean, Dobbs is going to be sitting. I mean, Dobbs was largely ineffective over the last 3 games. Dobbs essentially put Justin Jefferson literally in the hospital. So now, like, he's got to sit. The Passionate has disintegrated in the atmosphere, and now it's going to be Nick Mullins. Everything's going to be all right. And Nick Mullins does have a decent amount of starting experience. Nick Mullins, it feels like he's matured because young Nick Mullins would be slanging that pigskin all over the place. But as you saw against the Raiders, he didn't do anything fancy, got the ball out quick, got it to his playmakers in a decent spot, and that's all you need. That is all you need because even though the Vikings don't have Kirk Cousins, even though the offensive line is banged up to ish, and even though Justin Jefferson, who knows if he's going to play on Saturday, hopefully he does, you still have a decent amount of weapons in TJ Hawkinson, probably the best tight end in the game right now. Addison hopefully can. Addison last 5 games, like, come on, man. Come on. Hopefully KJ can actually step up and do something. So, again, you don't need to go out and put up 30, 40, 50 points a game, although that certainly would be nice. But with the defense, don't want to say like just play conservatively because we've criticized Kevin O'Connell for doing that before, but you're going to have to take some chances on offense. You're going to have to get creative. The game plan coming out of the bye with Dobbs was not it. Congratulations on scoring 3 points. But O'Connell and Phillips, if he's still coaching or if he's suspended, they got to figure something out, man. Because Flores in this defense is primed and ready to go. And at a certain point, when one side of the team is carrying the other side, animosity can build up. Now, I hope that's not the case, given the culture that Kevin O'Connell, give him credit, as well as Kwesi Adofo-Mensah have built. But we'll see. We'll see, man. Either way, offense has to step up because they're really letting down this defense, and that's a damn shame. And Flores for head coach, maybe. Sylvie, what do you think? She disagrees. Anyways, let us know your thoughts and our thoughts. Skol, no production value.